one. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Rudder. Thank you for dropping by the Radio Regent studios. We're so excited about your new show, Rudder 6.5 at the Sony Center.
Sony Center.
And it's on Friday.
Not next weekend. Next
Saturday.
Saturday the 9th. Saturday the 9th of June.
Okay. What is 6.5 for people that didn't tune in last week? This is King David Rudder, Mr. Soca King himself, here on the Koolbreeze Experience. I'm filling in for Koolbreeze, getting my David Rudder on today. His song that was playing in the background right now is his newest song, Geometry, and love the jam. And can you tell us what a jammet is? And we're going to talk about getting your tickets.
Well, a jammet is someone who moves contrary to normal society.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's from a French word, diametre.
Diametre.
People who move diametrically opposite what normal society sees as normal society.
Okay.
You know, so, but some of the most creative things or most powerful things have come out of jammet culture. People on the ground. You know?
Almost counterclockwise.
Right.
Okay.
So,
this is Rudder 6.5. Mr. Rudder graced us for the interview part 2. And he's going to talk a little bit about what people can expect at a show on Saturday at the Sony Center. And we're so happy to have him here at the Radio Regent's studios. Can you tell us about what is 6.5?
6.5 is this year is my 65th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a celebration in Trinidad.
Okay.
So this is the second leg in Toronto is the second leg of that concert. It's a journey through my life, and through not just my life, but the life of the fans who have grown with me over the years. It's Calypso is a storytelling music, and I've told stories about not just Caribbean people, but things around that happened to me around the world, North America, Europe, anywhere. Okay. But the point is that even though the message might be dread, I've brought the laugh, the ray of sunlight into the music. So it's always like the blues with a smile.
It's true. I actually saw Mr. Rudder, I believe it was in November, at the International Center, I believe it was, in Mississauga.
Yes.
And Living Arts, I think it was.
Living Arts Center.
Yes, it was the Living Arts Center. And it was a wonderful show. From the storytelling to the climax with great music. I mean, everybody was on their feet singing along with Mr. Rudder. And if you like a lot of energy and unity, you should check out the show on Saturday. And we urge you to look on the Sony Center website at sony.ca for the Sony Center box office ticket sales. And where else can people find tickets?
You can find it at all theaters affiliated with the Sony Theater.
Okay, so like Ticketmaster, Live Nation. Okay.
And also, there's a system of theaters around the Greater Toronto District.
Mm-hmm.
There you can also get
tickets there.
Tickets there.
And or any other civic
theaters.
Civic theaters box office.
Civic theater box.
Yeah, and for those who might want to call in and find out about tickets, it's 1-855-872 Sony or 7669. Show starts at 8 p.m. and he starts.
The journey starts at 8.
The journey starts at 8, and he is a stickler for being on time. Like when we seen him perform, it was colorful, it was lively. He started right at 8 o'clock, and I love the stories that you told about different things about Soca, as well as incidences that happened around the world that affected you to prompt you to write. I think it was the Immigrant song.
Immigrant song. Everyone asks for that. It's not one of my most played songs in terms of on the airplay. But every show I do, people ask you have to do the immigrants, because a lot of the societies I go performing are immigrant societies.
Yes.
So people can identify with that. Even my band, the Contraband, it's made up of immigrants, guys from Guyana, Cuba, Trinidad, Canada. So it's like so it's a constant connection with
it's a universal sound as well. And that's what I love about it. Can you tell us a little bit about why you wrote the immigrant song, so people can know a little bit about Mr. King David Rudder?
I was actually in New York many years ago, and there was a Haitian immigrant who was brutalized by the NYPD. They used a toilet plunger to really mess him up. But the doctor saved his life, and the cops finally
were brought to justice.
Were brought to justice. They gave him life, But so I kind of reacted that night to the news,
of course,
and hence the song "The Immigrants" came about.
Yeah, it's a wicked song.
I've seen the great Van Dyke Parks, who was one of the instrumental, one of the most important musicians. Van Dyke Parks, Bob Dylan, that group of artists, American artists. He took the song and did it in his own way.
Wow.
So it has resonated.
And everyone, David Rudder has dropped by the Koolbreeze Experience, and he's sharing his new journey, Rudder 6.5, and you can go on the Sony Center website and purchase tickets, or Live Nation or Ticketmaster or any of those ticket venues, and it's going to be a night to remember. Breeze and I saw him at the Living Arts Center, and I was just blown away. The storytelling, the music, people beside me. There was a Canadian woman beside me, and she knew his music word for word, and she couldn't walk up like us West Indians, but she was giving it full throttle in her seat and enjoying herself. So for couples or lots, the place was packed, jam-packed. I mean, there was probably standing room. There was people standing in the aisles and just jamming with David Rudder while he did his show, and like Trini to the Bone, Welcome to Trinidad, the Ballad of Halsey X, Bahia Girl. I mean, he brings it. If you know his songs, what made you do Bahia Girl? That was a kind of an interesting tune. I
written that song for Crazy, the Calypso and Crazy.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't take the song, and I refashioned it for my own style. Bahia Girl the girl is actually Mother Africa coming to me, revealing herself, she's in this guise as a girl from Bahia. It's then I realized something is different about you. And she said Ile-Ife, which is, in terms of Yoruba people, it's like Ile-Ife is like the Vatican to Yoruba people. So she's saying I came from the heartland to bring a message to the people of
That's a
more
beautiful
beyond
song.
Trinidad, but people of the world. And the song resonated. It was my most popular song. Run the Road March. It was it's still fresh.
And it's still played.
Once people hear the opening riff, they still go crazy.
Yeah. And when you did Trini to the Bone, and a lot of people, because I at first didn't actually know that you did the song, but it's one of the most popular songs throughout the Caribbean and Canada. I've heard it, whether it's a new Caribana or old, they're playing that song, and that just shows your love from the place that you were born, and how you bring your message over to Canada and worldwide, to share that vision, that music, that culture, that love. And even Canadians know that song. They says, "Oh, that's like Trini to the Bone," and they're Canadian. Yeah. They love it. They love it. Even my kids like it. Mr. Rudder, how long is the show? Probably because the last show we were at was a couple of hours, and it was a jam-filled, packed. From that.
About 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and his musicians, he's have some of the best musicians worldwide. Like, I mean, even that little drumming percussion session, people were chanting, and it's a spiritual experience too. That's what I loved about being at your show.
My intention is to take people on a journey, emotional journey. But at the end of the show, the end of the journey, you feel like you want to fly.
I'm telling you,
That's my mission.
That's how
That's what I try to
we
do.
felt. I mean, Breeze and I, we went with a mutual friend that her and I were just like, we forgot our nicety dress ways, and we were just jamming like if we don't care, but the music was wonderful.
Yeah, this concert will be a little longer than the one at TSC.
So, Toronto. This is Diva D from the Ear Candy Show on the Koolbreeze Experience. We're here today with Mr. David Rudder, who's launching his newest journey, Rudder 6.5. He'll be live at the Sony Center on June the 9th at 8 p.m. and I can't wait to see him. It's 1 Front Street East. That's Toronto. That's a little east of Yonge. You can check the Sony Center box office, which is open Monday to Friday from noon to 5, or any other Civic Theaters box office, or you can check Ticketmaster, Live Nation, or online at sonycenter.ca. And Mr. Rudder, is there anything you'd like to tell the fans that are tuning in?
So the fans who worry about parking and so, it's about 5 minutes east of Union Station.
Yeah.
So you can always just hop on the GO train and come on through.
Yes.
You know,
there actually
and
is
have a
lots
great
of parking south of Front
Street.
Street.
Lots of parking. Yes,
on
lots of
South
parking.
Front.
And also, I have people have been asking about my music book. I have a book of 50 of my songs with notations and music,
Oh, wow.
and chord structures and everything else, lyrics. They will be on sale.
Okay.
And also, people have been asking about the music. There will be lots of
CDs, yeah.
You know, over the years, I've done about 20-something albums. So
Wow.
I'm trying to get as much as I can. So you have apart from the show itself.
You get a souvenir
Yeah.
that speaks to you.
Yeah, and there'll be T-shirts. And,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it'll be a great
We're
experience.
looking forward to it. This is Toronto. This is David Rudder, the Calypso King, the storyteller, the king of Soca, gracing us, blessing us today with his presence on the Koolbreeze Experience. There's your girl Diva D hanging out with my brother from another mother, Mr. Koolbreeze, on the Koolbreeze Experience. Mr. David Rudder, we thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
And Breeze will have the information on his blog spot, coolbreezedj.blogspot.com. There's your girl Diva D. Peace. David Rudder 6.5.